to the Oh Let Me Cook podcast, where we bake heated problems and serve raw solutions. This is the start of the Fried movement. So before we get into the Fried movement and the Oh Let Me Cook podcast, I want to introduce me. And before I introduce who I am now, I want to let y'all know who I was. See, I was a troubled teen, high school dropout, a juvenile, a teen mom. Like I thought I had problems with authority figures. Baby, I was everywhere. But who I am now, I am Tasha. I am a author, a creator. I am a messenger, a business owner, a healer. I am connected to the divine, my love. If you see me, I am wearing all of this copper because I am deeply connected to the divine. I can't channel my energy. I do channel my energy and I spread my love and all my energy everywhere as I am spreading it to you now. I am a messenger. I had a breakdown in 2019 and I asked God straight out, like, what do you want me? Like, what is my purpose on earth? What am I doing here? I've been through so much. I know it's the purpose of what I got going on. And God told me straight out, you are a messenger. I don't know what he meant by that. I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say I do. All I know is I started talking and I haven't shut the hell up since. I speak on everything and don't leave nothing unspoken about. I am the voice for the voiceless and I am the motivation for those that need motivation and the determination for those that need that extra push. Do you feel me? I am motivation. I am a motivational movement. All in itself, I want y'all to know that. I don't just talk about problems, I help people process them. Why do I do this? You might ask. I do this because this Oh Let Me Cook podcast is why I do this. Because I like helping people after I wrote my books, and we'll get into that. Like I said, I am an author. After I wrote my books, it opened doors to where I was able to start talking to people and going through their issues of what they had going on and finding ways I could help them. So this podcast is designed to help people think outside the box using the F.R.Y.D method. Again, we'll get into the F.R.Y.D method later on. Cause baby, that's the whole juice of this. This podcast help people remove the emotional blockages, see the bigger picture, break down real life problems, and turn confusion into clarity. Amen. So what this podcast is pretty much doing, hey, we processing, breaking down, and rebuilding understanding. Because again, I started a journey where I began healing myself, and once people seen me healing myself, they wanted to know what I do, how I did that. So that what this is, baby. I had to break everything down to clear that understanding. This is my story. For y'all that don't know me, here's a little bit about me. I am Shatasha Scott. I am a author. One of my books is Book of Prayers, How They Got Me. The second edition is out now on Amazon, and this is my story of being raptured. This is my story of being raped and molested by multiple men since the age of 5 years old. This book takes you through all the challenges, all the who's, and all the whys, and the hows of how they were able to prey upon little old me at those ages. And at the end of it, there's like a lot of advice to keep you more aware of the situation. This is the book that opened the doors to my communication with people, to knowing how to help them get through what they had going on so we can help them get to their healing as I am on my healing journey. My second book is the Three Layer Conversation Guide. And this is pretty much a book. It's just like the F.R.Y.D method. It gives you a whole breakdown on how to have or hold these conversations that are hard to talk about. Dealing with trauma. Most of what I deal with is trauma and people that are going through things that's just hard to talk about. I like to call them fireball memories. If you read my book, you'll see I did coin the phrase fireball memory, and that's any memory that comes to light that brings any type of unwanted emotion. It brings that fire in you. It brings out them tears. It brings out them that heavy weight on you, just like a fireball. That fireball will burn. Their memories will burn. It's a fireball. What you do with a fireball, baby, you gotta deal with it and drop it. Put it out and drop it, or just let it go. But to deal with that fireball memory, you have to deal with whatever problem it is that you're dealing with. This book introduces you to that fireball memory. It helps you learn how to get that fireball memory out. and it helps you. It pretty much helps you hold that hard conversation with others. Everything I'm doing now, this it didn't come from theory. It didn't. All of this is learned experience. All of this is my life wrapped up into this podcast and into this whole movement that I've been working on creating. What you'll gain from listening to this podcast, because baby, I need y'all to keep me motivated so I can keep y'all motivated. Because baby, I didn't just win. I didn't just not lost my job, Lord. I didn't just let go of everything to go full time for this. So I'm gonna need y'all to feed into me. So what y'all gain from this is you'll get out of stuck feelings. You'll understand your emotions instead of reacting. You'll see situations from a higher perspective. You'll turn problems into solutions and think with clarity instead of confusions. We don't react, we process. Who does this help? This help people who's dealing with stress, who's overwhelmed, who's dealing with trauma, past pains, who's feeling alone, unsupported, who has parenting issues, relationship struggles, life transitions, emotional confusions. If you ever felt stuck, baby, this is for you. This is for you. Whole deal in a nutshell, baby. It is for you. If you just feel like, okay, it's just something I can't get to, baby, this is for you. And if I haven't touched bases on something that you need help with, hit my inbox. I'm gonna leave my email. You can hit me on here. You can hit me on my personal page. You can hit me anywhere. Cause at the end of the day, baby, touch the love to help. So if you need help, come to this. This is the page you come to. Anything dealing with trauma, anything dealing with problems, baby. Look at this. Look, stop playing with me. This is the old Let Me Cook podcast. We saute them problems by bringing them to the table. We bake these heated problems so we could get them nice and tender, baby. I ain't got no teeth. I ain't got no teeth, so we gotta break it down. And then we serve them raw solutions. You feel me? It's to help you get to them raw solutions. And if I can't help you get to that solution, I'll help you get to your options. So you can figure out which one of these options you want to get to. And we gonna think about where your road lead to after picking these options. That's what this is, okay? That's what this help. How does this work? Every situation is breaking down into three stages. Again, we saute them. We bring the problem to the table. However you want it, how it came to you. I need the facts on all this. Tell me how you want it. Then when we break it, then we take it and break it down. That's when I come in and I give my little 1 2 cents on what the problem is, could be, or whatever. Then we run it through that F.R.Y.D method. The F.R.Y.D method, forever reaching your destination. This is the whole purpose of my movement. This is the name of my brand. You see it on my shirt. F.R.Y.D. The name of my company is F.R.Y.D Films. This is F.R.Y.D. Forever reaching your destination. In this case, with this podcast, forever would be what really matters long terms. Reach what you can control. Why? What does your future look like and destination? Where is this leading you? Do you know? All of these are the things that I found myself looking towards, are things relative to this once I started helping people, because I did notice a lot of people aren't able to get to those solutions or to the resolutions that they're looking for because emotions are in the way. There's a problem. And for me, it's mostly the emotions. So I come in and help you think on that next level so we can get you there. We'll take this moment to give a moment to our sponsors, and I'll be right back with you. I'm Shatasha Scott, author of Book of Prayers, How They Got Me. I too was raped at 5 years old. I tell my story to help parents become more aware so that they can start a more detailed conversation with their kids. And I encourage them to start at an early age. My book detailed 11 predators and 11 different situations so that you are able to increase your awareness as to how these predators look, the roles they played in my life, and the tactics that were used. A predator taught me to shut my mouth about the wrongdoings before my mother was able to teach me to speak up. Don't be me. Order your book today so that you can get more aware.
Book of Prayers, out now on Amazon.
How you guys guys, welcome back, and let's get right back into this podcast. So, with the F in forever, this is truth and prosperity. Separate what feels permanent from what actually is. Does this situation or does this pain last forever? What part of this actually matters long term? What do you want to last from this situation? You want the lesson, you want the growth, you want the boundaries. Will this matter 5 to 10 years from now? Are my emotions making something temporary feel permanent? Not everything that feels forever is forever, but I want to buckle down on this. Are my emotions making something temporary feel permanent? This is what I was talking about. This is the big one for me because I felt like there were a lot of women I was running into that could not get to their healing because their emotions were blocking them. And in order to get past that, you have to deal with you. A lot of people be wanting someone else to come in and help them deal with their pain. But at the end of the day, baby, you got to deal with you. You got to deal with you. So are your emotions making something temporary feel permanent? That you got to put that in there. Because if you don't put that in there, then what are we doing? It's not making sense. It ain't giving. R for reach. Control the responsibilities. What can you actually do? What is my control right? What is in my control right now? What is out of my control that I need to release? What actions can I take to change or improve? To change or improve this? Am I willing to do what it takes to move forward? What do I need to let go of? Is it the pain, the people, the habits, or the expectations? Because, baby, sometimes the expectations might not be something you want to deal with. Maybe the people might not be something you want to deal with, baby. Who knows? So you got to make sure you ask yourself those questions. Back to it. Who or what can I reach out to for support? Am I willing to forgive them? Or am I willing to forgive myself to free myself? You may not control everything, but you can control your next move. So I want to tap in on this. Am I willing to forgive myself or forgive them? Let me tell you something. In order to move past something, you don't always need to let that person know, hey, I forgive you for what you did. I do forgive you because you did me wrong. It might feel good. You might think it do, but at the end of the day, it feel a lot better once you let it go in your heart. You gotta let it go. I'm pointing over here, my heart all over here. Jesus, we ain't gonna tell nobody. But you gotta let it go in your heart. You gotta let it go for you. You don't let it go for them. Now, once you let it go for you, then you could go back and tell them, hey, I forgave you. But you don't have to. Quick side note, there was a situation with me and a close relative of mine. And she called me up one day and she was like, hey, I've been making myself available for you all weekend and you were just not paying attention. Like, do you hate me? Do you this? Do you that? And I was like, no. I get what you're saying and I understand it. Once she did start breaking everything down to me, but I was like, she was like, I just want you to forgive me. I wanted to tell you I'm sorry. I told her, you know what? Thank you. I appreciate that. But at the end of the day, I forgave you years ago. I handled that situation with me years ago. So I appreciate you coming to me about the situation, but I did my part. That's why it's weighing heavy on your heart because you haven't dealt with the situation with yourself. You're still trying to make sure I'm good with my feelings and you still messed up in yours when I done fixed my feelings and I'm moving on with life. You gotta fix your feelings for you. So that's to everybody. Anybody with a mind to think, a heart to and lips to breathe. You gotta do this for you, not nobody else. Okay? So I just wanted to touch bases on that. Why? Your future and alignment. Make it about your life, not just the situation. So ask yourself, how would this affect my future? If I stay, if I stay the same, what is my desired outcome? What does healing look like for me? What kind of person do I want to be after this? What is my next move? Am I reacting or am I moving with intention? At the end of it all, don't let this moment decide your future. But what I want to tap in on this one is the am I reacting or am I moving with intent? Anytime you're dealing with a situation, you gotta remember emotions. I can't stress this enough. Emotions affect 50 to 90% of your decision making. So keep that in mind when you are going through the moments and you're making decisions. You gotta ask yourself, am I reacting or am I moving with intention? Side note, let me add a story in here, right? So I was getting into it with an ex-boyfriend of mine. And emotions are very high. At this point, he's trying to kick me out the house. I'm trying to leave, but not after I go back and forth with him. Because I want to prove a point. I was toxic. I was toxic them years, right? So after I done cursed out his daughter, and seeing that he had left his car running, I cursed the baby out and told her to leave and go. I hop in the car, y'all. I hop in the car and I got to the light at the freeway, and I was on the south side and I stayed on the north side. So by the time I made it to that freeway, I had to stop and ask myself, Tasha, what is we doing? Your car parked around the corner. What is you doing? I'm literally sitting here like Michael Jackson say, I'm staring at the man in the mirror. I had to have that moment where I looked in that woman in that mirror and asked myself, baby, what you doing? You got to think about this. Because my emotions were high. So my decision making was at its all-time low. Hence the reason I hopped in someone else's car, leaving my car around a corner, about to hop on the freeway, and head God knows where. Like with no intent. I was moving off reactions. I was not moving with intent. But once I stopped and I looked myself in the mirror and had that conversation with myself, oh baby, it all started coming too. Okay, well, I know I need my car. Then my child was back at the house. I know I need my baby. I need to go get my baby. Lord have mercy. I was mad. I was emotional. I was going through it. So this is why it is very important to ask yourself when you're going through these moments or when you know your emotions are high, am I reacting or am I moving with intent? And I encourage any and everybody to always move with intent. Ha! I can't stress it. I can't stress it no more. Your destination, the outcome and reality check. Where's this path actually leading you? Are you willing to take the route required to get there? That's a big one. Are you willing to do it? See, because there's a lot of y'all that be like, oh, well, this is the problem, and I got to do this and do that. Or you want to become something, but you don't want to go through the process of what it takes. Like one thing I noticed about this generation, they want to do something real quick. Oh, I want to have a job where I get paid a lot of money. Okay, well, you got to go through school. You got to do this. You got to do that. Well, I don't want to do that. I just want to do it. No, hunty, that's not how it go. You gotta go through the process. So, are you really ready to do this, or are you just talking? If nothing changes after this, where does this situation lead? Once you reach your destination, what will you do? Do you stay? Do you grow? Do you move on? How long will this outcome last? What does it feel like when you arrive there? Have you made peace? Have you apologized? Have you apologized to yourself? Have you apologized to others? Don't let this moment decide your future. Let's tap in, y'all. Let me cook. Let me cook. We gotta cook on this one. This have you made peace? Have you did that apology, baby? Have you made that apology? Cause some of y'all be dragging people through the mud, and y'all know y'all do, and y'all just don't know how to fix the situation, or y'all be going about fixing the situation all wrong. When all you gotta do is start with that genuine apology, and don't just say, "Ah, man, you know what? I'm sorry." That ain't gonna do it. You gotta give them a genuine, sincere apology, man. Give it from the heart so these people can understand. And then your actions gotta come behind it, like, Paul, like I really meant this shit. Like you really meant this shit. You ain't just out here talking the talk. Like, come on, you got another one for me. Once you reach your destination, what would you do? Because yeah, you got here, but who said it's the outcome you wanted? Sometimes we have to compromise in situations. Like if you end up going through a relationship problem and it's something you don't like that your partner's doing, or something your partner's doing that you don't like, or whatever, vice versa. You get to that point and you realize y'all gotta compromise. So again, once you get to there, like, what you gonna do? Are you really willing to do it? That takes you back to that first one. Are you willing to do what it takes? Are you willing to do what it takes? Are you willing to compromise on some of this? Because sometimes you gotta understand you can always agree to disagree and still move on. You can always compromise to move on in a positive manner. It all depends on you. And this also comes back to moving with intent. You feel me? Oh, y'all gonna have me preaching in here. Y'all better let me cook. We're gonna take this time to go to our sponsors, and we'll be right back with you with a good example on our F.R.Y.D method and how the system is used. Hey, take a picture. Hey, take a picture. Everybody wants to share it with you. So hey, take a picture. Welcome back, you guys, to Oh Let Me Cook. And we cooking right now, right? So we have sauteed the problem. And the problem today was the introduction, baby. We baked down this goddamn problem. Which really wasn't a problem because we the whole solution all in one, but you just don't know that just yet. But you gonna learn today, boo. So we baked up this problem. We told y'all what everything was this with this podcast, and now we are frying this problem, which is the whole breakdown and giving you an example of how to utilize the F.R.Y.D method, this F.R.Y.D movement, the F.R.Y.D system, however you want to look at it. Just know it is the way to keep going forever, reaching your destination, baby. We are starting with problems and ending with solutions. We not sitting on nothing. Nathaniel. Anyway, because I be so extra. Okay, so the example we got today is someone steps on your foot in the club. Don't let the moment decide your future is what we getting from this. Somebody step on your foot in the club. I went with this one because when you in the club and that liquor hit, that liquor had your emotions higher than usual. And everybody know that liquor had a tendency of making you ugly, ignorant. But I believe everybody had a hope. Everybody got the self control. Everybody able to control themselves. That's what I'm trying to say. Everybody's able to control themselves when they on that liquor, right? But some people can't. Anyway, I feel like this is a good example. So, someone steps on your foot in the club. What you gonna do about it, baby? So forever. What is your forever on this? Truth and prosperity. Is this a real problem? Or is it just a moment? Is this gonna matter tomorrow? Was it intentional? Or just a crowded environment? The reality is, it's a packed club. People moving, baby. Accidents happen. Not everything deserves a reaction. You move with intent. Your intent is to enjoy your night. So are you going to react to the stupidity or react to the accident or whatever it was? Or are you going to keep moving with intent to finish enjoying your night? Let's go. Reach, control, and responsibility. What can I control? My reaction. What can I control? The crowd and the accident. The choices at hand. So I could go off, escalate, or I could brush it off and stay in control. You control your next move. Now, not what's already happened. You control your next move, not what already happened. Remember that. Okay. Your future and alignment. What kind of person am I choosing to be right now? Am I reaching off emotions? Am I reacting off emotions? Or moving with intentions? The reality is, you're here to enjoy the night and not ruin it over a step. We just, come on now. Y'all better let me cook. Don't let this small moment control your behavior, baby. Y'all better look. You on that liquor, but you ain't on that liquor hard enough to mess up everything you done invested in for the night. Cause baby, at this point, going out is an investment. Why, from washing that car to washing your clothes to get ready for the night to buying your clothes to get ready for the night to getting them shoes. You done got that good smell good. You done got that hair done, hair cut. You done want to pay for that parking spot, pay to get in this joint, pay for that drink, them tickets. If it's a concert or something, like, come on now, you done invested in that night. Don't mess it up. Now let's talk about the destination. The destination, the outcome, and the reality check. If you react, there's an argument. A fight could happen. Security gets involved. Possible jail time. Jail time. Jail time. If you process it and move with intentions, you keep your peace. You keep your night. No coincidence. No consequences, baby. So in the conclusion, the same situation, the same club, the same moment, but two completely different outcomes. One choice led to chaos, embarrassment, and consequences. The other choice led to peace, control, and a better night. The difference wasn't what happened. The difference was how she chose to respond. So was it worth it? Don't let your feelings take control of your night. Pause for a second and choose what's right. It's not about who's wrong or right in the fight. Run it through the fry and move with insight. Thank y'all for listening to my channel. I really appreciate it, y'all. I need y'all to really keep me motivated with this. I'm going to keep y'all motivated. My dream is to help somebody. That's all about it. If I get one, I'll be all right. I don't even need a whole lot. I like a whole lot. That'll be so fire. But all I need is one. I promise y'all there's totally more to come. Again, if you are dealing with something and you don't know how to deal with it, or you don't know where to start on your healing journey, that's what I'm here for. If you want to know more about me, reach out, ask me, go to my page. Again, I'm an author. I have a book out, Book of Prayers, How They Got Me. Second volume is out now. It tells you about my life and my journey on how I was raped and molested by multiple men since the age of 5. I think I mentioned 11 men in that book. Not all at once, but just on different occasions. Because I got a whole lot of people that be like, girl, they did a gangbang on you at 5. Nah, baby, they didn't. It just started at 5 years old. I just want y'all to understand that this is when they start. It's a lot of people that ask me, how you expect me to talk to my child this young? Kids don't understand it. Duh. That's why the prayers attack so young, because they know you adults. They know y'all not gonna try to taint y'all kids like that. Y'all not gonna put that in y'all kids' head. So that's why they try to get to them before y'all could get to them. And I'm here to tell y'all, it's a way it's a way they can understand, and it's a way you can talk to your child and communicate with your child about these things without having it put in your child head in a negative way, or in a way to where they feel like everybody's out to get them. No, it ain't gotta be like that. There are so many books around. If you got a child that's like 5 years old or something like that, my book is for you, not that baby. My book is for anybody that's like 12 years old and up. Well, I'm gonna say 8 years old and up. Anything younger than that, parents get that book and you read that book and you take what you can from that book and you teach that to your kids. I also have a pamphlet out. If you need that, baby, reach out to me. I'll get you that pamphlet. But all in all, I'm here to help. Any trauma you got going on, let me know. I'm here. We gonna get these problems cooking. Any problems I help y'all with, I will bring it to my podcast. No, I won't be giving out no names. What y'all think this is? Everything gonna be cartoons, baby. But y'all gonna get what I do. Y'all gonna get me. And we gonna get some unity going and some healing going. Amen. Y'all have y'all